what did they love about him? Do you remember if there was any one thing that came up
Build
at every
that
single
wall.
rally, every
Build
single
that
day?
wall.
Building
Build that
something.
wall.
I forget what it was.
Build that wall.
Yeah.
He totally betrayed them, and yes, there is a segment of Cro-Magnon and right-wingers. He's playing 3D chess, Tom. Yep, he gives away the store. He's not ever going to build a wall. He's going to amnesty illegals. But don't you worry, Tom, it's 3D chess. Okay, those people should be drowned, except you couldn't even lead them to a bath because they don't know what water is.
Wait a minute, Ann.
They are so stupid, there is no hope. And I'm glad I don't have children. I'm sorry for you, Tom, because this is it. This is it. In one generation, this country is going to be South Africa. We had this one chance to save it, and we were betrayed.
Ann Coulter today sent chills through me, I'll tell you that straight up. She was on a show and she was saying that she's so glad that she doesn't have children, because America within a generation will be South Africa. Well, I am a parent. I have no choice.
Unless we stop migration, unless we stop legal and illegal migration, we will not have a country. Texas goes blue, and it's done. Texas goes blue, and our country's gone. We need to stop migration now.
In one generation, this country is going to be South Africa because of demographics.
Because of demographics. Because of demographics.
In one generation.
That's what it is. We're the majority now. That's the minority. Y'all are the minorities now. Taking over.
Out here in a second.
Taking over what?
Taking over what?
America.
Taking over what?
Taking over America, right?
Living on the run, driving in the sun, looking out for number one. California, here we come, right back where we started from. The horses grab your guns, your shattered wastes. Here we come. California, here we come. Oh, California, here we come. California.
There's so much interesting stuff from the 2010 census, and the government keeps releasing more and more figures. I want you to take a look at this here. We told you about how Latinos will soon be the majority in the Golden State. Now take a look at these percentage population figures. Now you see there in that red line, make up about 75% of Californians. That's back in the 60s, but that number keeps on dropping here. This pink line, that's Latinos. That keeps there, and they cross. You see that there? Almost tied at Latinos with 40%.
Yeah, and Stephanie, that trend has definitely intensified over the past 10 years. Think of it this way. California's total population increased by nearly 5 million people during that time. But when you look at whites only, that population has fallen by about 700,000.
1992, California turned blue. Not because California changed, but because its people changed and never turned back. In 2024, Texas will turn blue, not because Texas will change, but because its people will change, and it will never turn back. This is because diversity is the Achilles heel of representational democracy. In multiracial democracies, voting turns into little more than a racial headcount. The crown jewel of Republican politics, the state of Texas, the home state of the Bushes, will become a blue state because of Mexican immigration in 2024. And unlike California, which could have been absorbed, Texas, with its 38 electoral votes, will cause, under the current political bunker positions held by both parties, yield a permanent and forever edge to the Democrats forever and always. The last Republican Texas you may ever see in your lifetime, unless the demographic issue is not solved. Why does a Jewish guy like me support white identity and promote a white mother fertility fund and protections for European values? It's because those are the American values that I want for my grandkids, and that all people, Jews, people of color, everyone, does better under than the alternative.
I never wanted any of this. I just wanted to live in the mountains with my happy waifu, being a law libertarian. But once you take the red pill, there's no going back. You know, when you first start going down the rabbit hole, you don't think it will change you all that much. But you're wrong. You read more and more statistics, and it hardens you. Makes you see other people as obstacles to the survival of your own. Like every day, I see my father's civilization die just a little bit more, and it fills me with rage. Like some righteous fire that consumes everything it touches. But then, after a while, the anger subsides, and the fire burns out, and then I am left alone in sadness.